Salpsan is a demon of deception. He is a master of disguise and manipulation. Salpsan whispers lies and sows seeds of doubt. He preys on the vulnerable and the unsuspecting. Salpsan is a cunning and insidious entity. He operates in the shadows, whispering temptations and weaving intricate webs of deceit. He delights in leading people astray from the path of righteousness. His methods are subtle, often appearing as harmless distractions or appealing alternatives to truth and virtue. Salpsan's ultimate goal is to ensnare souls in a web of falsehoods, leading them away from the divine and into spiritual darkness. Christian theology identifies Salpsan as a powerful demon. He represents the dangers of spiritual blindness. Salpsan embodies the deceptive nature of sin. He serves as a stark warning against complacency in faith. His presence in theological discussions highlights the ever-present threat of temptation. Salpsan reminds believers to remain vigilant against false teachings. He emphasizes the importance of seeking truth through prayer and scripture. Salpsan's role as a deceiver underscores the vulnerability of human nature. He serves as a constant reminder of the spiritual battle raging around and within us. His existence emphasizes the need for discernment and the constant pursuit of God's guidance. Salpsan's power lies in his subtlety. He does not overpower with brute force. Instead, he tempts with whispers of doubt, pride, and greed. He exploits our desires, leading us astray with promises of pleasure and power. His deception is often disguised as something appealing. He presents sin as desirable, twisting truth to fit his narrative. Salpsan thrives on ignorance and complacency, catching the unwary off guard. He preys on our weaknesses, exploiting our vulnerabilities to lead us astray. Salpsan understands human desires and uses them against us, offering false promises of fulfillment. Section 4. A twisted kinship, Salson and Satan, father and son. Some theological interpretations suggest a connection between Salpsan and Satan. Scholars have long debated the origins and relationships of demonic entities, and this theory adds a fascinating layer to the discussion. This theory posits that Salpsan might be a high-ranking demon, perhaps even a direct offspring of the devil himself. The implications of such a relationship are profound, suggesting a lineage of malevolence and power. This connection amplifies Salpsan's significance, portraying him as a key player in Satan's campaign against humanity. His role could be pivotal in the grand scheme of demonic influence and control. This interpretation, however, remains a subject of debate. Many scholars argue over the validity of these connections, citing a lack of concrete evidence. It highlights the complex hierarchy of demonic entities in Christian belief. Understanding this hierarchy is crucial to comprehending the roles and relationships of these dark figures. The potential father-son dynamic adds another layer to the narrative of spiritual warfare, suggesting a strategic alliance between these powerful demons. This alliance could be a cornerstone in their efforts to undermine human faith and virtue. Whether a direct descendant or a close ally, Salpsan's connection to Satan underlines his threat. His presence in the demonic hierarchy signifies a formidable force against the forces of good. It emphasizes the organized nature of spiritual opposition, painting a picture of a coordinated assault on human faith. This organized effort showcases the strategic planning and unity among demonic forces, making their threat even more daunting. Section 5. Echoes in Greek texts, Salpsan's ancient origins. Interestingly, Salpsan's presence is not limited to Christian texts. His name appears in some ancient Greek writings as well, suggesting a more ancient origin. These texts, often overlooked, provide a fascinating glimpse into how ancient cultures perceived the concept of deception. This connection to Greek mythology hints at a broader, perhaps even pre-Christian understanding of deception and its spiritual implications. The ancient Greeks had a rich tapestry of myths and legends that explored the nature of deceit. The presence of Salpsan in Greek texts could indicate a shared cultural understanding of deceitful spirits. This shared understanding might have influenced later Christian interpretations. It suggests that the concept of a demon embodying deception predates Christianity. This idea was likely passed down through generations, evolving with each culture that adopted it. This connection to ancient beliefs adds a layer of complexity to Salpsan's story. It shows how ancient myths can influence modern understandings of spiritual concepts. The echoes of Salpsan in Greek mythology remind us that the struggle against deception is not new. It has been a part of human history for millennia. It is a battle fought across cultures and throughout history, highlighting the enduring power of this archetype. The story of Salpsan serves as a testament to the timeless nature of these ancient struggles. Section 6. Recognizing the deception, the importance of spiritual discernment. Understanding Salpsan is crucial. It helps us recognize the subtle dangers of spiritual deception. His story highlights the need for discernment in a world saturated with information and conflicting ideologies. Recognizing Salpsan's influence requires constant vigilance. We must be wary of temptations disguised as opportunities. Critical thinking, prayer, and studying scripture are vital weapons against his deceit. By understanding Salpsan's tactics, we can better identify and resist his influence. This awareness allows us to navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and make choices aligned with our faith. Section 7. Conclusion. Resisting the lure of Salpsan's deceit. Salpsan, the demon of deception, represents a very real threat. His presence is often felt in the shadows, where he manipulates and distorts the truth. His subtle tactics can ensnare even the most devout. He preys on our doubts and fears, weaving a web of lies that can be difficult to escape. However, by understanding his methods and remaining vigilant in our faith, we can resist his lure. Awareness and knowledge are our first lines of defense. We must remember that Salpsan thrives on ignorance. He exploits our lack of awareness to further his deceitful agenda. Knowledge, prayer, and a strong connection with God are our greatest defenses. These tools fortify our spirit and shield us from his lies. By arming ourselves with truth and seeking guidance from the divine, we can navigate the treacherous path of life without falling prey to Salpsan's deceit. The light of truth illuminates our way. Let us remain vigilant, discerning, and steadfast in our faith. Together we can support each other in this spiritual battle. By doing so, we can overcome the snares of deception and walk confidently in the light of truth. Our journey, though challenging, leads us to a place of clarity and peace.